Hi, welcome to your final tutorial, creating charts in Excel. Excel makes this very simple. And what we're going to do is we're going to create a column chart with our employees or superhero names and their net pays. Okay, so what we need to do is we need to select non-adjacent text. We need to select the superhero names along with their net pays. We do this by holding down the Control key. Now, one of the easiest ways to do this, since we have to have a net pay title and series label, is to go ahead and select net pay when we're selecting all of our information. What we need to do is come up into A2, and I have name here. You might have superhero name, I'm not sure what it says. Go ahead and delete that out. I'll explain that in a minute. Then click your A2 heading along with all of your superhero names. You just hold your left mouse button, drag to select. Let go of your mouse button, hold down your Control key, and come over here to H2 where it says Net Pay. Click, hold down your left mouse button, and drag all the way through the net pays for your superheroes. Let go of Control and your mouse button. And you see we have selected the names as well as the net pay. We'll come up to the Insert tab, and in the middle we have different charts. The assignment requires that we do a column chart. So click Column, and you can pick whatever kind of column chart you want. I'm going to just do a plain old clustered column chart. So I will click this first one, and up pops my column chart. Okay, take a look at this. I have my columns with my superhero names or my employee names along the horizontal axis, and I have their net pays along the vertical axis. And the columns represent what they actually received in net pay. Because I selected net pay, the net pay heading, it automatically brought up net pay for me as my series label, and it automatically brought up the title net pay. The reason that you have to delete name out here is because when we select text, we have to select the heading for the first one. We can't just select the names, then come up here and select H2 and down to H7. We have to keep it even, and by leaving name in there and highlighting it, it's going to throw it all off and confuse it. So if we just delete it out and make that a blank cell, it's the easiest way to do it. You can, of course, always enter these things once you've created the chart. Okay, when you click on Chart, you see you have Chart Tools that come up, and you have Design, Layout, and Format. If we click Design, you can select different chart styles. If you select the More button, this gives you a lot of different preset options that you may want to use. For instance, if we select this one, it'll give us a little change. You can select different chart layouts up here. You see how that how they switch things up for you. I'm just going to go back. I just want to leave mine plain. If you go to Layout, you can do different things. Here's where you could enter your chart title. You could enter some axis labels if you wanted. Let's say we wanted to enter a primary horizontal axis title. See, it pops up right underneath. If you double or triple click, it highlights everything. And we could put superheroes or employee names. Hit Enter. Oh, no. If you need to enter more text, you can keep going. You could do primary vertical axis, and let's do a rotated title. See, that comes up here, triple click, and we could put wages. So you can add those sort of things in too. You can go to Format, and this gives you more options for stylization. If you click on your bars, since this is one series, this is all a net pay series, you click one bar, they all highlight. You could change your shape fill, make that purple. We can go to Shape Effects, and the bevel makes a nice effect. See how that's beveled now? So you can play around with that. This assignment does ask you to move your chart to its own separate sheet. You can do that by making sure that your chart's selected, going to Design tab under Chart Tools, and over here on the right hand side is Move Chart. Click that, and we want to do it as a new sheet. and we can just name it Chart 1. If you want, you could type something else like net pay, superhero chart, but we'll leave it as Chart 1. Click OK, and it creates its own chart. If you look along the bottom, you see Chart 1. If you click Sheet 1, that brings you back to your actual spreadsheet, and Chart 1 shows you the graph that you created. And that's all you have to do to create a column chart.